Hi, I'm Linda, Teen Librarian at the Traverse Area District Library. This week's craft is to upscale your notebook for school. So get to the Traverse Area District Library in Traverse City on Woodmere and pick up your craft kit, and let's get crafting. With your craft kit, you're going to find a spiral bound notebook. It could be one of multiple colors. It doesn't matter what color it is. You don't even have to like it because we are going to totally change this up. You'll have a notebook, some sequins, googly eyes, other little stars, embellishments, whatever for you to use, a roll of washi tape, and a marker, glue, Mod Podge glue, and a brush, and then random papers. Every kit has a brown paper so that you can cover up whatever color this is, and it'll give you a fresh palette to start from, so you'll never even see all the beautifulness that is underneath it. And then these will be for you to tear up and decorate. So let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my paper and make it fit the folder here. To do this, I'm going to slide it inside here, just like so. And then you have the cardboard on top of it, and I'm just gonna tear it. I'm gonna switch to a folder I have at home so that I can use this to give to one of you guys. So here's my folder from home. I can do the exact same thing with it. It doesn't have quite as many papers. It was kind of used. So let's get that in there. Okay, now I'm gonna tear the bottom. Make sure it's in there nice. Start tearing the sides. So you could cut this with scissors, but when doing Mod Podge, I kind of like the effect of the soft torn edges. Kind of makes it look more natural. So I'm just going to set those aside in case I want to use it. So now I have a piece of paper, fit the notebook here, right. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to draw out on here kind of what I envision my notebook looking. I started sketching out, you probably can't see it because it's so light, but I started sketching out what I wanted on one side and it was horrible, so I just flipped it over and started working on the next side. It's still really light, so you can't probably see it on the camera. Maybe I just used a pencil. You can use a pencil or you can use the Sharpie that's in here. I wanted to use a pencil so I can erase it. But I'm kind of happy. I've got a watering can and then I've got an umbrella with a person under it. So what my concept is to take the papers and make the gardening can and the umbrella and the girl, and then use some of this to make the rain. So that's my concept. Now whether it works or not, we'll see. The first thing I need to do is glue down the paper to the front of my folder. So I'm gonna open up the glue carefully, get my brush, and just coat the front of the folder with the glue, like this. I have this coated in glue, and I'm going to make sure I have the edges, although I'll be going back with a little more glue at the end. Make sure this will just put it on there nicely. And make sure I got the right side up, and glue my paper on there. Now you see these holes there? I've just covered up those holes. If you want to keep those open, you should be able to use a pencil to make sure that you maintain those holes so you can stick it into your 3-ring binder. Now it's not very smooth and it doesn't look like much right now, but now we're going to add some extra stuff. So everything comes with different papers. There's no rhyme or reason to what papers are in which bag. So let's see if I think I'm going to start with the sparkly to do the umbrella. So let's see, I want to kind of see if this rips. Yay, it rips. It doesn't rip sideways though. So I think for this I might need some scissors. If you got the face mask craft a few weeks ago, then you got a pair of scissors in your craft kit, so you might want to pull those out. Like I said, I like the looks of it when I rip it, but this paper is a little more difficult to rip, and I think that these might be harder to rip too because they are thicker. They're more cardstocky. So I'm just gonna like cut myself an umbrella out here. If you didn't get that and you need a pair of scissors to complete your craft, you can stop in at the library and we'll see what we can do for you. Well, that's a pretty high umbrella. Let's go like that. And I'm gonna round this off because, yeah, that looks good. So as I cut them and get things ready, I'm just going to, I'm not going to glue them all down right at first. I'm going to cut out the pieces I want, and I'm going to have a lavender girl with a nice purple dress. Now the reason I'm doing a girl with a dress is because it's easier for me than to draw a stick figure. I am not an artist. You do not have to be an artist to be able to do this kind of stuff. I'm just going to cut out some shapes. And that almost looks like it's her hair. Well then, I think I better give that umbrella a handle, or maybe make it go like this. It still looks like her hair. Okay, well, let's move it to the side. Let's see if that helps. Yeah, well, she's just gonna have some purple hair looking. Like, and if we give her umbrella a handle, let's see if that helps anything. Yeah, that should help. Handle on the umbrella. That will help immensely. Think purpley sparkly boots to match her purpley sparkly dress. One boot and two boots. Give her some light purple legs. have all the basic shapes cut out, what I'm gonna do is the next step will be to glue them down. So right now nothing is glued down, everything's rearrangeable. I'm gonna start with gluing what needs to be underneath everything else and then work my way up in a layered fashion. Let's just give this a little bit of glue, and it's okay if it goes over onto your paper because the entire thing is going to be glued on top to give it a little more staying power when we're all done. So let's glue my watering can and put it in place. And then I'm gonna, I've got a wrinkle there. Glue it down. So you see I'm doing both the top, the bottom, and the top of the item. This I'm gonna have to set aside because it's under other things. I think this would be a good thing to glue down. Now that I have everything glued down, all my paper pieces, at least that I'm going to use right now, I'm going to put a layer of glue on top of everything so I can start placing my sequins and such. A lot of them are going to come out of this and go onto the umbrella. I'm putting this on kind of thick. I don't want it to dry on me too fast as I place these things. Of course, I can always go back and add more glue as I go. I think I'm going to skip the googly eyes for now. Let's just have some of this come out. To be raining down sequins. Once I have all the sequins on that I think I need, I'm going to start covering them up with the glue. And I need to looks lovely. As you can see, after drying, it is a lot shinier. Whoops. And the sequins and stuff are still just as bright as they were before I put the glue on them, so the glue doesn't damage the ability to see this at all. So now all I need to do is write my subject on here. I think mine will be for science. maybe my name. And any other pithy statements I want to make on here. I have one more thing that I plan to do on this, and that is I was going to outline the edges, so you can see, outline the edges with washi tape. We'll see how it goes. If it doesn't look good, I can always take it off because washi tape is removable. So let's see. I think that might look cute. Oh, I got a little glue on some of my paper. It's probably not a good thing. There we go, all covered, the edges are all covered in washi tape. And I have one last thing that I can decorate to make it match my folder. I think I'm going to cover my my notebook click in washi tape also. So this will make for a cute decoration to mark my spot on my notebook. There we go. Already, my folder is finished. I have leftover embellishments, leftover glue. I washed my brush out really good so it will not be hard, so I can use this again. Leftover paper, so now, and a ton of leftover washi tape. I can go and decorate the rest of my folders so that I am all ready for school here in a couple weeks.